Hi Stamping and Crafting friends, Melissa Kerman here with Melissa's Crafting Treehouse. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I've been a demonstrator for over 15 years. I love sharing this craft, and I also sell all the products that I show in my videos. So these baker boxes actually have quite a bit of surface area to them, and so I'm going to start with my stamping of the top of the box, and then you'll see me later shift to the bottom of the box. And so the panel that I'm working on right now, actually the segment right there is actually the bottom of one of the sides of the box. And I wanted it to look like snow was accumulating towards the bottom of the box. So I stamped that first image, and now I just stamped a second image, which is just a bunch of specks to kind of fill in and make it look like there's little specks of snow in the background. While I finish up stamping these background images, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about the products that we're using today. Today's project features the Snow is Glistening stamp set, the snowflake trinkets, and the white velveteen sheets. These are part of a special limited time offer called the Snowflake Showcase Promotion, and these items are only available through the end of November or while supplies last. So the project I'm sharing today was created as part of my gift packaging Stamp-A-Stack as one of the classes that I offered at my Creative Escape Day in October. And so participants who signed up for this class made 3 each of the projects featured. And of course, this is just one of them. I'll be sharing videos showing the other projects soon. The next image that I'm using is the largest snowflake in the Snow is Glistening stamp set. I'm using it with Bermuda Bay, and I'm just going to stamp it all over these 4 panels that I've already put my speckles on. The baker's box that I'm stamping on is an item that's in the holiday catalog, and one important thing you should know about it is that the surface is a little bit slick, so you just need to be very careful not to rub your hand against the box after it's been stamped. It will take a little bit of time to dry, and of course it's a lot of stamping too. Now I'm coming in with my second smallest snowflake using my Coastal Cabana and just finding places to tuck it in among the bigger snowflakes. Just in case it's not obvious, you can see, of course, I'm using a Post-it note here to mask the window so I don't get ink on the window and have to clean that off. The next image I'm using is the third smallest snowflake, using it with the crumb cake, and I'm going to stamp that all over. And then finally I'll come in with the early espresso and the tiny little snowflake stamp. It's actually a little bunch of snowflakes, and stamp that as well. And I'm going to show this to you on super fast speed, and so we can move along to the next step. So I'm jumping forward to my finished piece, and this is actually just, of course, the top side, so I still need to do the bottom side. So as you can see, I've turned it over, and I'm being real careful not to touch that right side that I've already finished. And now I'm using Post-it notes on all 3 sides here, doing the same process I did before, starting with that accumulating snow on the bottom, the specks on the top. Now I've masked because I wanted the bottom to be plain white. I just thought that would look really pretty. It's a little bit more of a pain. You can stamp all over the side panels and the bottom if you want. It's a little bit less trouble because you don't have to mask. So, but this is just what I did. And then I'm going to finish, of course, this side, and then I'm going to move the Post-it notes to the other side. And again, I'm masking there. I'm also masking the little pieces that are going to get tucked into the box as well. Again, that's a choice you can make yourself. So now I've skipped forward to the last panel, which is the one that has the lip that tucks into the box, and as you can see, I masked that lip because I also wanted it to be white. And of course, I'm just finishing up with the stamping of all those images on that final panel. And now for my favorite part, the reveal. I get to remove all the Post-it notes and look at all my beautiful stamping all over this box. So fun. Now I did videotape this next segment at a separate time, so I allowed my box to sit and dry for a while. You will definitely want to let it dry so you don't smear the images, as I mentioned before. So now I'm just putting the box together. It's super simple to do. So I'm just tucking that in and pushing the tabs into the notches that are down there at the bottom of the box, and that pretty much holds it together. You could use adhesive if you wanted to. I didn't. When I was designing this box, I thought, well, if it was a gift, I might want to cover that window. So I decided to create a decorative element to go over the top, and I chose to use a belly band and panels that would cover the window completely. So that's the next segment I'm going to share with you. So I took my piece of silver edged ribbon and just ran snail adhesive down the whole surface, and that was so that it would stick completely along the belly band. And then I'm just going to place it so that it runs down the center of the belly band. The belly band is scored, and those scoring dimensions are in the blog post associated with this video. There is a link in the video description below to that blog post, so if you want the dimensions, definitely go check out my blog post. The next step is to create the embellishment that bridges the gap between the two sides of the belly band. As you see here, it doesn't come all the way to the center. First, I'm going to attach my Coastal Cabana piece and my Bermuda Bay piece, and Bermuda Bay is the darker of the two colors. And I've already die cut my gorgeous snowflake there out of the velveteen white paper. That's part of the Snowflake Showcase promotion. So it's just sitting there with the little embellishment, the snowflake trinkets embellishment. They are so pretty. I just love them. So now I'm putting some dimensionals on the very end of each of the side panels. You see I just kind of measured it and gauged it. I put them towards the very end so that they wouldn't show after I put the square pieces on. So now when you attach your belly band, you don't want it to be super, super snug, because if it's too tight, it won't slide on and off very easily. So I'm holding them together. You can see it's a little bit challenging. I got maybe, I don't know, 3/16 of an inch on the left, and I just attached one side. And notice I just slid it back and forth to kind of gauge my spacing a little bit. And I've removed the back sides of the Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just going to attach it. And I didn't press down right away because I'm going to test whether it, yeah, there you go, I tested it. Make sure it slides well, and then I can really press down those dimensionals and make it all stick. So you can see I'm playing with, should I put a dimensional in there? And of course I have to, because I love dimensionals. I'm going to pop up that gorgeous snowflake in the center before I attach it to that top panel. The last thing I've got to do is just attach my snowflake trinkets embellishment to the center, and I'm going to use a glue dot to put it on the back of that little embellishment and stick it right in the center of my snowflake. And then I'm pretty much all done. So there will be a link in the video description below to all the products that are part of the Snowflake Showcase special promotion that's going on, and I hope you'll go check that out in the video description. And I did make this extra little tag to go with my box. It wasn't something we made in the class, but I just had to include it in the picture because I thought it'd be fun to share it. So as a reminder, the Snowflake Showcase products are only available during the month of November or while supplies last. So if you love these products, go get them now. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and ring the bell, and you'll get notified whenever a new video of mine comes out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.